But I wanted to make a video at least to talk a little bit about my tweet that's gone completely viral from last month. It's now the number one tweet on anything Benjamin Netanyahu is posting. So thanks, guys. Really glad I'm on his radar now. That's cool. But it's true. I mean, I don't really have too much to add to it, honestly. I'm not going to say who it was that told me because they've asked me not to, kind of for obvious reasons. So if they want to go public, they're more than welcome to. I don't have much to add to it other than basically like a month ago, I watched an interview with Megyn Kelly and Charlie Kirk, and I thought they looked scared, and I commented on that, made a video out of it. And then like a day or so later, I was talking to this person, and the way I remember the conversation going was that we were just talking about sort of Israel and Zionism and Zionist influencers, and Charlie Kirk came up, and I remember the other person saying to me, well, Charlie Kirk says he's afraid to go against Israel because he thinks they might kill him. And I said, that's crazy because I just made that video about how Charlie Kirk seems scared. That's crazy that you're saying that right now. And that's the way the conversation, I remember it going. It may have been the other way around. I may have said they look scared, and they said, well, he says he thinks, Israel will kill him for going against him. But then we talked about other stuff. We moved on. I don't really have any more information other than that. At the time I was thinking, Charlie Kirk seems scared he's going to lose his sponsors, lose, donors, something like that. I wasn't even thinking about losing his life. So that was my reaction. It was like, whoa, I just made a video saying that, but I wasn't even thinking he was scared of dying. I thought he was scared of, losing support, losing his position. So I really don't have anything else to say. I wish I did. I will, oh shoot. Sorry. I will, I don't know. I'll take your calls on it tomorrow on American Journal, on InfoWars. But I wish I had more to say, but I really don't, about that topic. I think the sad thing is, or the truth of the matter is, whoever they identify as the shooter is, most people aren't going to think it's the shooter. So in a way, the speculation was inevitable. I don't think my tweet was the thing that made people, think that Israel could be behind this. I think there's a lot of other reasons. But obviously, my tweet sort of frames it in a certain way that there is video backing up. But yeah, that's the whole story. I don't really have anything else to add to it. I don't have any inside information, and honestly, one of the reasons I don't want to go live right now is because there's not a lot of information one way or the other. So I'll wait till tomorrow and cover it in the morning with everything out in front of me. But I should pray for Charlie Kirk's soul, pray for his family, and pray for America, man. We're entering into a very dangerous timeline, and sort of the reason why, despite all of his shortcomings, I still gotta root for Trump and support Trump and beg Trump to fulfill his mandate and do what's necessary, because if Democrats ever get back in power, they're going to go completely insane. They've been talking about it for a long time. The insanity of the left is really out of control. I mean, Antifa launched a military style ambush of federal agents at an ICE facility in Texas like a month ago. They lit a fire to draw the agents out, and then were stationed in hidden positions with rifles to fire at them. Do you know that happened in America like a month ago? I mean, the media literally does not cover left-wing violence, and it tries to cover it up if it can't help but cover it in the case of like school shootings, church shootings, which have been done multiple times in the very recent past by, left-wing activists, Luigi Mangione, the support from the media of these figures, and then the politicians pretty much openly threatening that, if they get back in power again, they're going to be tyrannical. So we really have this very brief window of opportunity, and Trump has to do something. He has to do something drastic. What is there more to say? God bless Charlie Kirk, and We're going to keep his memory alive, and I think the only way to combat this is to make it abundantly clear that political assassinations backfire tremendously, and the person you target becomes a honored martyr. And if you thought you were getting rid of Charlie Kirk, I think Charlie Kirk's face should be on billboards and plastered on walls and posted under every leftist every day from now until eternity. I think we need to make it very clear that taking a shortcut like murder in the political realm is a decision you're going to regret. I think we need to make them regret it.